What it do? Babies, what's the reaction? Video! We got the Texans versus Titans. Let's get into it. This is going to be what's his face's first start. Malik Willis is his first start.
Henry off to the races and is brought down from behind.
I thought we almost saw a vintage, 2019 Derrick Henry.
But what a pickup for Derrick Henry.
He's a pretty
2019 Derrick Henry was a Mack truck. You heard me?
And then on the run and nowhere to go.
Malik, what are you doing, buddy?
In on him, led by Blake Cashman and Okoronkwo.
If that drive was any indication,
all right, Randy Bullock.
Space for Derrick Henry. It's a good job getting off on third down.
So now from 48 yards, that kick sails to the right, and it's no good.
No good. He's been terrible for a minute. He may need to get cut.
Shot to play pretty well.
Just shout.
On 2nd and 10, this is Pierce.
Shout from here.
Finds running room and has a first down.
Prince.
Run out of bounds by Roger
Prince down the sideline for the first down.
Runner going to get the handoff, look for the first down. Got tripped, but still is going to get it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Play clock winding down on Mills. Gets the snap off, throwing to the near side and intercepted.
That is going to be returned for a touchdown.
Fulton.
You never touched. You wouldn't touch though. Or maybe he technically bumped into him whenever he caught it.
There's no doubt.
That's crazy. They just skipped it. They did nothing with that ball.
Enviable run game by many teams in the NFL.
Robert Woods lost the football on the turf. Who's covered? Looks like
maybe
Houston
the Rams
football.
let you go for good reason.
And it is on 3rd and 23 now.
Pitiful. Absolutely pitiful.
On the move. Dodges one tackler, throws downfield, and it's incomplete, out of bounds. Intended for.
This is going to be a grimy, low-scoring game.
And find running room up the middle. And plowing forward to about to spark them here in the second quarter, because first quarter wasn't much to brag about for Tennessee.
Are you ready for that?
Willis on the move. Throws it. And that's complete to Henry. And Henry coming back towards the middle of the field.
Grown man running right there.
Let's see if he has it. Depends on new set of downs for the Titans. Willis to throw. Over the middle, intercepted. Picked off in the middle of the field by Steven Nelson.
He won't be winning any job this week.
In front of him. And out of bounds. In the red zone. And the turnover has set up the Houston Texans.
For Davis Mills to try and throw the ball down the field in the passing game.
Mills backing up and backs right into a sack.
Yep.
Wrapped up by Bud Dupree.
I remember Bud Dupree when he got drafted at Kentucky. Everyone thought he was going to be good with the Steelers. Turns out he was not as good as everyone thought he was going to be.
And the Texans
bouncing around the NFL.
Today, 10 minutes, 40 seconds to play here in the first half.
Malik Willis, he had an opportunity to come out here and show that he was better than Ryan Tannehill.
Looking to get rid of it and completes it.
He just showed that Ryan Tannehill was the right move.
35 is Robert Woods.
Make sure if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. We only need 100 subscribers. 100, that's it. To 1,000 subscribers. If everyone who watches this video hits that subscribe button, we're going to hit it, no doubt. Help a brother out. Hit that subscribe button.
For the first down.
And,
where somebody has to try and make a play.
Join the subscriber.
You just can't put your team in a hole by making a bad mistake.
The family.
With time, throwing to the far side of the field. That is complete to Austin Hooper, the tight end. But not nearly enough for a first down, and they will kick it away. 2nd and 10. And here is Henry. Henry with running room.
They try and get with Derrick Henry this season.
We'll hand it off to Henry, and Henry up the middle. Makes a little move. 15, 10, 5. Did he get there? Touchdown.
He stiffed arm, and with the motion and the force that he used from the stiff arm, he carried himself in the end zone.
29 yards.
He is a freight train. This man has 228 horsepower just in his legs.
Pierce with running room. Gets a couple of blocks.
This man has more horsepower than a Nissan Sentra. It's insane.
So far this first half.
Davis Mills needs a completion. Ooh, and he got one. On the near side, Philip Dorsett with the catch of a perfectly thrown ball.
He used to play for
you do not want to stare down your receiver when Byard is in the area.
3rd and short yardage. And this is not going to get the first down at all. Damian Pierce wrapped up before he reaches the line of scrimmage by David Long and Tier Tart. In the National Football League, and up against a guy like Derrick Henry, they might be sitting ducks. And it might open up
that's quite a name.
A little bit more than it normally would for Malik Willis.
Yeah, but I would expect him to use his legs and run around more and try to create here in the next half.
A little screen for Dontrell Hilliard, and Hilliard.
We have a lot of no-name players on this.
Inside
this
the
game.
45, they'll probably mark it down at the
I've
45.
never heard of
That's an 11-yard
Hilliard in
gain.
my life.
Willis going to give it to Henry. Henry going to find some running room and brought
Henry's
down
dreads has gotten long as I don't know
the 36-yard line. That's a yard short of a first down.
Like, them things are like touching the bottom of his back now.
Shaking tacklers and can't shake the
Got to get rid of the ball.
He's brought down by Roy Lopez. 5 of 11 for 17 yards.
Where's that? All right, shout out Petro Pavlov. On the Roar ships. Skip that though.
It's passing and an interception in the first half. Under pressure,
that's
got
a nice
rid of it.
bootleg.
That is complete to Brevin Jordan, the tight end, and Jordan.
Nice first down, nice tough running.
Yards after the catch, enough for a first down for Houston.
Who thinks Davis Mills is actually good?
Not finding any.
I mean, this is how coaches get fired.
A pretty good football game so far today.
A guy like Davis Mills that's your quarterback, and of course you're not going to be winning any football games with Davis Mills as your quarterback. So you get lottery pick, or not lottery, this is not. You get top 10 pick, dang. You get top 10 pick after top 10 pick after top 10 pick, and then they finally get a good quarterback. Then you get fired. They replace a new coach who's 37. And all of a sudden, it makes you seem like you were inept. No, you had an inept quarterback running your football team the entire time. This is what happens with teams like the Texans.
It's a Henry.
Same thing happened like with the Chargers.
About the 7.
You know what I mean? Before they got Herbert.
Faked it to him. Willis shakes a tackler looking for the end zone.
Something happened in Arizona as well.
Appears to be out of bounds, shy of the goal line, just shy. Malik Willis is looking on.
What's that?
Willis going to give it to Henry, going to step into the end zone for the touchdown.
Fantasy owners are going to be very, very happy about that.
Nobody outside the numbers has gotten any separation whatsoever against these corners.
Mills to throw again. And throwing, and a man coming across, and it's on the money. And
nice catch. Who's that?
Close to the 45-yard line to O.J. Howard.
You know, they're going to have to make a lot more plays in the passing game.
Did he just leave in free agency this year, or has he been with the Texans?
That is Jeffrey Simmons.
Calm down, buddy.
Getting him up there.
Calm down. You get one sack.
Derrick Henry breaks to the outside.
Derrick Henry is just like...
You might want to tuck in that
insane.
chain. You wouldn't want that to break and use it on the field. Got to protect the gold, Greg.
Henry. Close to the 35-yard line. That's another.
Imagine like Derrick Henry with the Cowboys whenever they had the amazing offensive line.
A guy like Henry,
literally breaking every rushing record ever.
Linebackers and safeties to make open field tackles all game long.
Henry again dragging people with him. Eric Murray.
He would literally break every rushing record ever if he was with those Cowboys like 2016, 2015, 2014, 2017 when they were just mauling people.
Much
it would have been over. Like, we literally had Darren McFadden as a 1,000-yard rusher. Darren McFadden.
Really
DeMarco Murray
was
like a 1,000-yard rusher. Derrick Henry would be going, like, insane. Like, those rushing records that Emmett set, I think Derrick Henry could have broken.
Henry.
Just because, one,
inside,
it'll be easier for him to get yards, and two, with open holes, he'd be taking a lot less punishment, means he could play longer. And even for a running back standard, Derrick Henry's played like at his level for a very long time.
Bullock from 29
like
yards
this is like his maybe like 8 to 10 years, somewhere in that in the league. And
11:08 to play.
He's still holding up.
First down from the 10-yard line. And they'll give it to Pierce, and Pierce trying to break it outside, wrestled down by Lonnie Johnson. Once again,
at least it feels like it's 8.
Maybe
at minimum 8, but maybe he hasn't been, because I feel like he's been in the league a little bit longer than what Zeke has. I know Zeke's been in the league for 7, so I feel like he's at least been there 8, maybe 10.
Davis Mills out of the shotgun.
That just lets you know how time flies, because I remember back when he was in Alabama.
This is Pierce. Pierce spinning a couple of times.
Nice spin move, though.
Across the 25 to the 27
Houston has no
yard
offense.
line.
Houston has absolutely 0 offense. Davis Mills could be playing in Canada
Mills throwing down
next
sideline,
year.
and the catch is made by
Maybe at Canada, he'll be
Brandon
backing
Cooks.
somebody up next year. He won't be starting.
That throw was right on the money.
They can't pass the ball as poorly as they have here in the first part of the season.
Could not effectively practice at all this week and ended up staying home. There's a long pass down inside the 5-yard line, and the catch is made by Cooks.
You might as well have been throwing it up like this the whole time. I don't know what makes you just start doing it right now.
Throws at the goal line. Touchdown.
Touchdown.
Damian Pierce on the receiving end.
Well, they can try to do a quick onside kick. You never know.
That's
Crazier
his first
things have
receiving
happened.
touchdown of the season.
Well, actually, I don't know if crazy things have happened, but you know.
Here it is. It bounces, and it is grabbed by Robert Wood. Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry finishes on the day. 32 carries.
Hey, Malik Willis went out there, got a dub in his first ever NFL game, which is nice. Davis Mills proved that he is absolutely horrible and is nothing more than a solid backup. And they're absolutely sabotaging the Houston Texans coach for making him play with this guy. Unless the owners are telling the coach, listen, your job is secure, we just want you to get a high draft pick this year and start Davis Mills, I have no clue in the world why they would be starting Davis Mills. I honestly don't. I have no clue. It sounds like they're sabotaging the coach, and they'll go get some other coach in the future, the way they seem to be doing a lot now. And make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. You guys see you next. Deuces.